Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me again. I'm your movie guru, back with another review. This time I'm going to be reviewing a film called Ava. It just premiered on Amazon Video. I believe it was set to come out in theaters this year, but based on everything that's going on, it's not coming out. It's currently got pretty low scores on Rotten Tomatoes, just a 23% score by the critics, and then a 37% score for the regular audience. And if you watch the film, I think you'd see why. So we've seen, if you know nothing about it, we've seen these type of films before. Spy thriller, or assassin, spy type assassin. And they start getting jaded, towards the end of their career, as an assassin, or, they start to have moral questions about the work that they're doing. And, so they don't want to do it anymore. And then, of course, the agency has to take care of them, or, they do continue to like what they're doing, but the agency has to tie up loose ends. So, that's the kind of plot for this one. You've seen this before. And you've seen kind of these spy/assassin thrillers lately in the past few years. I'm talking about Charlize Theron with Atomic Blonde. You had Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow, Sasha Luce and Anna. So you've had a number of these films, and this one is kind of in that same vein. As far as these movies go, sometimes you have it where like they're more on the realistic side, and then sometimes they're more kind of fantastical, where I'm talking about where John Wick style, where they're just kind of unstoppable person, great with guns, great with fights, and they can walk into a bar and beat up 100 people, that type of thing. This one is kind of a little bit of both. So some of the parts, they tried to make realistic, and then some of the parts are more, you can't really see happening. Cast, I think you've got a pretty good cast. You got Jessica Chastain, John Malkovich, Colin Farrell, and then even Common's in this one as well. I give it 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 because some of the things I like about it, I thought the action or the acting was okay. Nothing to write home about, but also, nothing wrong with it. And I really like the platform as far as something that, I could just watch at home. It was $6.99, Amazon Video, and, I can pause it, rewind, and watch from the comfort of my home. I didn't have to go and make this an occasion and go out and see. So that much I liked. I can see why I got such low scores because, once again, like I said, all those three movies I just named, I liked better than this film. This film doesn't really bring anything new to the genre. In some ways, it tries. Non-typical love interests, and a couple other things that you don't see necessarily all the time in these types of films, but it just doesn't really grab you. I think Jessica Chastain does a decent job playing Ava, but the character, I just don't think is really all that compelling. It's, they try to give her a bit of a backstory, without giving too much away, that she was this addict, and then, alcoholic, changed her life around, and that's how she got into the business in the first place. But, it's never really powerful enough where, in some of the scenes where that comes, because that's a narrative that they continue on throughout the film, of her being a former alcoholic, it never really resonates to the point where, you're really pulled in by it. It's kind of just, a cheap plot device. They don't mean to use it as that. I think they mean it to be more impactful, to see her struggle with this along with her job. But it doesn't just, it never really just kind of reaches you. And then the action scenes, I thought they could have been better. The fight scenes were okay, but like I say, it's not one of those ones like you're going to remember after the film was over, and you're thinking about, you know, some great fighting scenes that you've seen in certain films, you're not going to remember this one. Oh, Ava was one of those films that had one of those great scenes. Like, no, they're kind of by the book action scenes that you've seen before. And then, you know, the gunfight scenes, like, I think that they must have not had as big a budget for special effects because some of the gun battles don't necessarily seem real. So for its platform, like I say, 6.5. I don't think that it's something that you regret watching, you know, especially you're watching it at home at your leisure. If you want to see a new movie and, you know, you enjoy kind of spy thrillers, you like action flicks, you know, I do think you'll like it as something to have on, something to watch, you know, something new to watch from the comfort of your home. And you can pause and rewind, watch half of it today, come back tomorrow and finish the other half. So for that, I'd say it's worth going ahead and renting. But other than that, you know, this is not a film that I'd go out to theaters to see or anything like that. But for what it's worth, it's cool. Also, if you just want to wait until, you know, it's free on Amazon or Netflix or wherever it ends up streaming, I could definitely see a lot of people doing that and being just as happy with that as well. It's definitely not a film that you must see this weekend or anything of that nature. So that's all I've got for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you love this film, then we'll have some words. But okay, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.